The impression I'm getting from hearing about these films is that every time they fight a villain, he eventually joins their team as a good friend.
It sounds it, doesn't it?
So, the question I have to ask, is Fast and Furious an anime?
It really is.
That's the usual plot of like a shonen anime.
It's
like,
so anime.
you fight a villain, and then he eventually joins your team, and then he's not as good, but he's still alright. And then they carry on, and it just gets progressively larger and larger until all the villains are your friends.
Never mind customizing all your machines as you go.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
using
true.
them in multiple different ways.
Because of course, the only thing more powerful the only thing more powerful than the cars in Fast and the Furious is the family. Welcome to the Shipping Forecast. I'm Nick, and joining me this week, as always, is James.
Hello.
And Grace.
Hello.
And sort of much to James's chagrin, I've decided to sort of take over a little bit and have decided that we're doing the Fast and the Furious series this week.
Hey.
So So anyway, I suppose before we get into it, I reckon we should maybe ask James and Grace what their experience of the Fast and the Furious movies are.
Okay. So next to nothing, apart from when Hobbs and Shaw came out, I went to see that, and I found that hilarious. But I didn't know what the hell was going on, because I didn't know who any of the characters were. I didn't understand why the two main characters, Hobbs and Shaw, were fighting in the first place. I just went with it. And yesterday, last night, I stayed up with my family to watch Fast and Furious 7, so I still have no idea who everyone is exactly, but I kind of get the gist of the characters' names, and I can put a face to some of them at least.
Oh, okay.
Also, really glad you told me about why there's a tribute at the end of Fast and Furious 7.
Oh, yeah.
It looked, as I would have thought, it was going to be, I don't know, this weird kind of, they banged once, but now they've gone their separate ways. So I didn't realise the actor had died.
Are you saying they don't bang at all?
No, oddly enough, no. It's not that kind of movie.
I mean, there's plenty of
really
upskirting
kind of
and ass shots, but no.
There is.
Like,
Vin
there's a
Diesel,
bit where
totally.
they're in the... Honestly, like, I was like, oh yeah, okay, cars jumping out of skyscrapers, fine, but why are there so many, like, women with their ass hanging out in Abu Dhabi? What's going on? Really? In the United Arab Emirates? Really?
Everywhere that Dom and Brian et al. Go, there's just women with their ass out. It's that kind of movie. Really.
Alright, they see them coming and they're just like, well, trousers down.
Maybe it's not
much.
intentional. Maybe it's some kind of like aura that they have that's uncontrollable, and the women aren't particularly keen on it. But the trousers just fall down, and they're like,
all the belts snap, so you
"Damn
can't
you,
keep them on.
Well, yeah, it's Vin Diesel's character kind of does. He's been sort of shot in such a way that it sort of generates that aura. So
It's the low voice. The frequency just causes a tremor, which makes them slide down.
Wow.
Yeah, he's always emitting some sort of vibration, which
Some low
affects,
frequency.
Yeah, affects like undergarments. You know,
That's quite a useful power. Let's just see if we can replicate that. Did that work, anyone?
It's that. So afterwards, me and James are now going to walk down the street, saying stuff like "We go."
Just to see if we can remember.
Oh dear.
If we're very unlucky, we might hit the brown note.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
That'd be worse.
Uh-oh. Do not make people shit themselves on the street with the power of opera.
Okay, so to James's experience, tell me about your experience.
So, I don't really care for the car stuff. Like, I've grown up with Nick, and I've heard about it non-stop. And you know when you hear about things non-stop for a certain time, you eventually just reluctantly refuse to watch it, even if maybe maybe they're right, maybe they will enjoy it. But because you've been told so many times, you just don't watch them out of spite. But yeah. I too saw Hobbs and Shaw after seeing a trailer where it turned out they fight a cyborg, and I was like, oh, that sounds hilarious. I'm in. So, didn't understand why there were so many shots of cars, didn't particularly care for that, but they fought a cyborg, that was quite cool. So, yeah, that's all I've seen of them.
Yeah, it's actually. I will say that I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw.
What?
I've seen number 1. I've seen Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast 7. I should probably explain my sort of relationship with the Fast and the Furious is. When I was a kid and I grew out of things like Brum and Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and stuff like that.
You became slow and grumpy instead.
Can I just make a point of objection? You did not grow out of Brum.
No, you're right, I didn't.
I'm certain of that.
I didn't. I would quite happily sit down and watch a few episodes now.
So tell us about the characters in this.
Yeah, okay. So, the characters. First of all, you have the character played by Paul Walker, Brian O'Connor. He's sort of like the protagonist. In the first movie, he's like an undercover cop who builds a car to go take down this gang of street racers who were like stealing electronics.
Okay.
Of course, the leader of this gang is Vin Diesel's character, Dominic Toretto. So yeah, they're sort of the two characters. They've got like a bromance thing going on. In fact, what you'll notice, Grace, at the end of of Fast 7, when they do the Paul Walker tribute,
well, he was badly animated into that car.
Yes, that because I'm sure that's a shot from the final drag race in the first movie, and of course Paul Walker's driving a Supra, but it's white, and yeah. He sort of goes away off on his own tangent into heaven, presumably.
For fuck's sake. All right.
For street races. So, yeah, they're like
at the end of this tribute, does he sort of ramp off something and the car just goes sort of into the sky?
No, he sort
and there's like a choir of angels.
No, that would be really cool, though. Like, he deploys a rocket or whatever, which is where Fast and the Furious ended up going, in fact. From a movie about thug street racing to... like a load of
it's quite an escalation from.
Yeah, it is ridiculous. And if you're into cars, then there's a lot of things that say that make you say sort of what the fuck. But it was the whole sort of aesthetic and stuff.
I'll say this, because I know next to nothing about cars, I probably couldn't be able to tell you what about Fast and Furious was ridiculous and what's not car wise. But what is ridiculous is that Vin Diesel in a white polo shirt had a building collapse. And it was pristine. I wear a white shirt for an hour and I've got shit all over it. Like, I'm not doing any of that. I just don't get it. That was when I thought, right, I'm turning this off the laundry and this is ridiculous.
Okay. So who are Hobbs and Shaw and which one's which?
Ah, right, okay. I'm going to defer to Grace on this one because as mentioned before, I haven't seen Hobbs and Shaw because it wasn't about street racing.
But you've seen...
Yeah, but those are characters
they were in the seventh one. Nick, they were both in 7. Like, the fucking Rock plays Hobbs, and he's this policeman.
Rock is Hobbs.
He gets in a fight with Adelaide Decker. Adelaide Decker. Wrong.
I was going to say, that name sounds familiar.
Decker Shaw. Yeah, they meet in an office.
And they have a scrap. I do remember that one.
He's hacking... into his stuff, they have a scrap, what is it with Decker Shaw and blowing shit up with grenades? He's got so many on him. Alright, sorry, side tangent. And, that's essentially how they meet. He puts the Rock in hospital, Hobbs in hospital. It's very hard to think the Rock and Hobbs are two different people. I don't know why I'm struggling.
Yeah, the Rock only plays the Rock in films.
Yeah, that's
as far
true.
As I can tell.
Yeah.
Right. Are there any other characters we're likely to see? And also, I'd like predictions from both of you. What ships are we likely to see before we get in? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
I'm going to say, Hobbs and Shaw. Also Brian and Dom.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously. And maybe Brian and Mia, because that sort of happens in the film. Dom and Letty, again, because it happens in the film.
But those are heterosexual pairings.
Yeah, I know.
Two, yeah.
Yeah, so we're probably not going to see them anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to make a prediction. There is one character in Fast 1 who I don't think you see in any of the others. He's a guy called Jesse, and he's kind of like this sort of car genius guy with ADD. Like he can diagnose a misfire by listening to an engine, that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah, him and a car of some description.
Okay.
So,
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So follow up on that. Any predictions on crossovers we're likely to see?
I reckon...
Because what you just said there made me think Transformers.
Yeah, it could be Transformers. There might be a Riddick crossover. Because that's...
yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's Vin Diesel's other big films, isn't it? In fact, I think I read somewhere he's got the rights to them. Yeah.
Yes, and that's the reason he did Tokyo Drift, I remember reading.
Yeah, because he wanted to go and...
He did it in exchange for the rights because he wanted to make more Riddick films.
Yeah.
Because Riddick is based on one of his Drow rogue characters from his D&D campaign, and he wanted to do more. Because Vin Diesel is a massive nerd, like the rest of us.
I know, I do...
I admire him for that very much.
I do love that. Like, I've got this image of the entire crew, like, coming in from...
Picture of Vin Diesel just sort of sat there in like a sort of purple wizard hat that he's made himself. Just with the rest of this cast all just sat there all muscle bound around a table. Like they've got all their fast cars in the background and he's brought his little dice and he's like, okay, everyone, it's time.
That's fucking great.
Yeah. I don't know about crossovers, but I bet there'll be like an Office AU, like alternate universe. Because I get this vibe from it, like the sort of vibe the fandom had with the Avengers in 2012, where they all live together in Stark Tower and they go out on missions and they come back and have movie nights and eat popcorn, and Loki's no longer a villain anymore and shit like that. And I get that with like Fast and Furious, that they're all going to come back to the garage after a long day of saving the world and driving cars, and they go, oh, how's the carburetor? Oh yeah, it's fine now. And it's like, oh, did you see the game last night? Yeah, it was alright. Oh, can you pass me the Pop-Tarts? Yeah, alright, no problem. It's just like, did you hand in that report? Yeah, sure.
So,
yeah, it's alright.
Domestic alternative universe.
Just what they do in the garage when they're fixing cars rather than going out and saving the world.
Yeah, or just like hanging out at home, or everyone's suddenly
that.
working for Mr. Nobody, the Secret Service, who hire them. Yeah. Definitely.
I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that.
Nothing happens but sexual tension the whole way through.
Well, we're probably gonna find lots of that anyway.
So we're covering this on one condition.
Okay.
Nick. You have to promise to not make this about the cars, because this shows the shipping forecast, not the car forecast.
Oh, are you joking? I've made slides and everything, Jim. I've spent hours on this.
Hold on, I asked you to make slides about the people. Did you make slides about the cars?
Why else would anybody be watching the Fast and the Furious?
Oh,
I can tell you that Brian drives an Eclipse and a Supra, Dom drives an RX-7 and then a Charger, Letty drives an S14A. You know.
Let's talk about Fast and Furious as fan fiction.
Yeah, I mean, I've found one.
Okay.
Here are the principal ships. We've, in fact, I think I've just scored a hat trick, because I've got Brian O'Connor, Dominic Toretto, Brian O'Connor, Mia Toretto, and Letty Ortiz, Dominic Toretto. So yeah, that's a hat trick. That's the ones I've said.
That's all the ships you expected.
Yeah, that's all the ships I expected, and also it's an alternate universe where they're all werewolves.
Oh.
Huh.
Apparently.
Fast and Furious Shift. Oh, they missed a trick with that title. They could have called it Fast and Furious Gear Shifters, because you're changing gears and transforming into a werewolf.
Hey!
See? I can make car jokes too.
To be fair, you're probably right there, because every single shot of somebody in a car while they're racing in Fast and the Furious, they change gear. That's like a thing. They must have like 18-speed truck gearboxes in those cars, because all the shots are just them changing gear.
And this one, they'll change gear once, it'll change again, and they've got like a really hairy hand this time round. It's like, oh no, the full moon. I'd love to race you tonight, Dom, but it's a full moon. It must happen a different day.
Nice.
So this is called Brian's a Size Queen. Dom's got it covered.
Oh, no.
Oh.
And this one drew me because of one of the tags. That is, Dom is proportionate, which I thought was quite funny.
Proportionate?
Yeah.
That's polite for medium.
More in a, it's too big for
There's
anyone
nothing
to
wrong with having a
enjoy kind of
proportionate penis, I assume. Like,
Shut
wait,
up.
Dom's Vin Diesel, right? He's how tall is Vin Diesel?
Dom is Vin Diesel, yes.
He's not a short man. That's if he's got a proportionate one, that's fine, right?
Oh, for God's sake.
I don't know. I don't want to be thinking about Vin Diesel's penis today.
What, so is that okay any other day, just not today?
Yeah, no, I do that on weekdays.
Okay.
However, second line of that fic, it's got a mention of Corona beer. So...
Oh yeah, lifting the Corona and swallowing a mouthful.
Oh my god.
When was this written? 2013. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, God.
I could hurt you, Bri. Don't try it again. We'll use lots of lube. Don't worry. He takes out the WD-40 and just...
Oh, hang on a minute. Here's one that Jim will like.
Oh. Really?
Yes, really.
Okay, I'm here for this. So this is Fast and Furious Vulcan Drift.
Yes.
Oh.
And spoilers, I'm guessing this isn't about the Roman god. It's not. It's
nope.
a Kirk Spock /fic.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's that.
Jim is an eager space flyer trying to break into the underground drag racing circus. Wow.
The Fast and the Furious, but set in Star Trek Space Communism.
I think I have some trivia about this, but I just want to double check. So the most recent Star Trek film, not the TV shows, the ones that started with J.J. Abrams, they were directed by the same... The most recent one, Star Trek Beyond, I think is by the same bloke who directs Fast and Furious.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I'm not a big fan of the Star Trek films, to be perfectly honest. There's only been like 3 good ones in the entirety of Star Trek films.
He directed Tokyo Drift, which was a good one.
Okay.
That was a good one.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. This is completely derailing the podcast and won't go in at all. But Nick, you'll be pleased to know, if you're on his IMDb page, there's a project he's attached to that's been announced called Highlander.
Oh my god.
I think we're finally getting a Highlander reboot.
With
with Justin Lin.
Is he going to be directing?
Yeah, Justin Lin's directing. If Vin Diesel's a Highlander, I'd be stoked.
That would be amazing. Yeah. That would be absolutely amazing.
Well, until he tries to do a Scottish accent.
Even better if he tries a Scottish. I mean, have you seen... Yes, we've seen bits of the original Highlander. Like, Connor MacLeod does not have a Scottish accent. He's a French actor who learned English while they were filming. Like, let alone how to do a good Scottish accent. Yeah, that would be perfect if Vin Diesel was a member of the MacLeod dynasty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm stoked. If there's a Highlander reboot, I'm very happy. Okay, Fast and Furious Vulcan Drift.
Oh no, is that... Hang on, what's this? Oh no! For God's sake! Yeah, they've written an ABO fic.
Of course they have.
Yeah, I've seen about 5 of them. Give over.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've just found my first one.
Oh yeah, technically it's canon.
It's a quarter monster.
It isn't.
Yes, it is, because Ramsey, the hacker who speaks in zeros and binary codes, told Dom that he was the alpha, his missus was the female alpha, and went through all the lads on the team and ended with the guy she ends up with as the beta. You're welcome. It's canon. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Just not like this.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Well, fuck it. I'm not doing this anymore. That's it. I'm off. I'm not doing this anymore.
I found one called Samoan Heat by Sticky Things.
Samoan
It's
Heat.
Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Alpha Beta Omega Dynamics, mating cycles in Heat, Omega Deckard Shaw, Alpha Luke Hobbs, Notting, Big Dick Luke Hobbs,
Do you want to
Pillow
post
Princess
that in?
Deckard Shaw.
Pillow Princess
and yeah,
Deckard
I
Shaw.
said it in caps. Yes.
Yeah, can you put that in Discord for us?
I will, but can I quickly just read out what they've written?
Absolutely.
Okay, so Deckard shook his head and stepped away. Goddamn. Big, dumb, and beautiful. Fuck Luke. These past few days have pushed me to the brink. I've been electrocuted, confronted, and nearly killed by my ex, and had the shit beaten out of me. And now I'm on a paradise island, surrounded by big, badass alphas. I think it's only plausible that regardless of what those suppressants want to do, my body is realising fuck everything else, it's the perfect time to breed. Luke's mouth dropped open. Fuck, he was an idiot. Wait, Brixton was your ex? Ah, drama.
Oh no.
So you know when Hobbs and Shaw go to meet not the Rock.
The Rock's
Luke
family.
Hobbs'
Yeah.
family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Luke Hobbs' family, not the Rock's family. Luke Hobbs' family.
They're the same character.
He's first. Adelaide.
Stop calling him
Deckard
Adelaide.
Shaw Deckard Shaw is just thirsting over him and all his big beefy Samoan brothers while they're trying to defend the island from the people with all the electric equipment.
Oh god.
And yeah, fantastic 2 chapters. 852 hits. Pretty good. And it was only released quite recently, 25th of July this year.
Well, that film was recent, so... it was only a year ago.
But that was last year. But it's still going.
Nice.
The fandom is still alive.
Well, I hope they release more for them to get stuff going. And just for Nick's benefit, Adelaide Deckard is a character from the Magnus Archives, so that's why Grace keeps making that mistake.
I wondered why I'd heard that before.
Yeah. Pillow Princess Deckard.
Nice.
Beautiful
I like how the
tag.
next tag is. Yeah. I said.
I'm assuming there's aren't going to be any other fics with the tag Pillow Princess Deckard, sure, but I'm going to check just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah, do a click.
Yep, I have. It's loading.
Please, at least another
There's
one.
only one. I'm sorry.
Oh.
There's one that relates to me here.
Oh dear.
The one with Dom's unexpected reaction to Brian losing his hair.
What?
I see.
Does he lose his hair?
It's only it's a paragraph long. It's like 3 sentences. I think it was like a meme that people did, but yeah, here it is.
He tossed the clip as this. I was expecting more like a lol, you're bald, but I guess not.
It's like the bit in Bohemian Rhapsody where Freddie Mercury, unveils his new look. Yeah, that's quite good. Saying that, there's one called "The Long-Term Effects of Car Crashes: Lubricating Interlocking Parts," and the sort of subtitle is "How Dom Toretto Made His Sex Life with His Paraplegic Boyfriend Work."
Right.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm guessing it's Brian O'Connor after the accident.
So...
In the notes, it says, "This is not a guide to how to have sex with spinal cord injury patients and should not be read as such."
Okay, now I'm curious. If it has to start with that kind of warning, then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also... Oh, by the way, Dom is a bottom, apparently. That's a major plot point.
Huh.
Well, yeah, considering everything else he's been in, and well, not like officially, but in this fandom.
Everything else he's been in. Name one film where Vin Diesel's been a boss. No, I mean the fan fiction.
He hasn't been in the bottom in anything, apart from this one fiction, by the sounds of it.
Dom did some queer shit in prison, but none of it was like this.
Oh,
yep, there you go. I guess if
so that's the explanation. Like,
yeah.
Time in prison will change a man.
Yeah, I guess it would.
Or so I hear.
I found a cooking AU.
Right.
A cooking AU?
A cooking AU?
Oh.
Yeah, cooking lessons. Basically, Deckard is a chef. Luke can't cook. Luke, Hobbs, gets sent off to do a cooking lesson. Turns out Deckard is the teacher, and he teaches him how to make like a salmon salad or something. Yeah.
Wait, Deckard is...
It's quite wholesome.
Deckard's Jason Statham,
I kind of want to read that.
By Wombat Poop.
Okay.
Yes.
Good, because I can imagine him as a TV chef, because there's a lot of angry British men that become TV chefs.
Yeah.
I teach you how to make some fucking salmon. Ah.
It's just like a really cockney Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, apparently it was a part of a Shobs Summer Fic Exchange 2020.
I love how that's the name for the ship.
You're gonna have to send that one as well, because I want to read. I want to read them doing cooking AUs. What have you found, Grace?
Oh my god. A Pearl in the Rough by Omnivorous Reader. Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw again.
Okay.
Mermaid Deckard, Captain Luke.
Oh my...
Alternate universe mermaids.
Yep.
Fluff Deserts
What?
Island.
I am here for this.
When Captain Luke Hobbs is mutineered and left on a small island, he's not expecting to ever be rescued or get any kind of company. Part 2 of the Shobs AU Bonanza.
Yep, send that over.
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Wow. Okay.
I'm kind of scared this will end up like Tusk, but we'll have to see.
It's rated T.
Okay, that's fine.
So, descriptions of wounds, blood and gore in small doses, not described graphically. Small scenes of Owen and Roman? Who's Owen and Roman, Nick?
Owen Shaw, rather.
Ah, okay.
So Deckard's brother, and hang on a sec. I haven't seen any of the movies past Tokyo Drift apart from Fast 7 because they're not really. Roman Pierce is the childhood friend of Brian O'Connor.
Oh, okay.
He was in he was in Too Fast, Too Furious.
Okay.
Which actually, he was in Too Fast, Too Furious, which was so bad that I can't remember any of it.
I found part 1
of the Mermaids,
and it's by the same author. It's part 1 of the Shobs AU Bonanza.
Oh yeah.
And guess what?
Is that Dance to the Beat of the Drum by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, Ballerina Deckard, an undercover agent.
Can
Luke.
I please read that summary?
Yes, go
That's
for it.
amazing.
Yes.
Luke Hobbs goes undercover at one of London's most prestigious ballet schools, where he's attempting to be a famous dance choreographer. It seems like an impossible job before he meets one ballerina, Deckard Shaw. So,
I mean,
wow, okay.
This is exactly Miscongeniality, but in reverse.
I don't know.
Is The Rock showing up to be a ballerina?
I don't know. I think from The Rock's perspective, it's pretty Miscongeniality.
Yeah, like
You know what I mean?
ballet and WWE are not that different in the grand scheme of things. So he'd probably be quite good at going undercover as a ballerina.
Maybe, but I don't know if his toes are as well defined as his arms, because I don't know if his toes are going to help hold him up.
That's a good point.
Oh my goodness.
This is a series to keep an eye on. These are some good AUs.
Fantastic.
So Nick, if you could think of any film series to cross Fast and Furious over, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
The first thing, I would say, like, I don't know, maybe another sort of macho car movie, like Gone in 60 Seconds.
Okay.
Some sort of action series, like, I don't know. It all got a bit Mission Impossible.
Yeah, so Mission Impossible would be one you'd think of. But
yeah,
there is actually another series that crosses over so much better with Fast and Furious. I am, of course, referring to the Twilight Saga. And here we have...
What?
Here we have an Edward Cullen Bella Swan ship in the Fast and Furious universe. Edward Cullen works for the LAPD and goes undercover as a street racer to catch the elusive Emmett McCarthy.
Wow.
In his discovery, Edward falls for Emmett's younger sister, Bella.
Okay, question. Is there really in-depth descriptions of cars?
Yes, actually, funnily enough.
Is that how...
Is there?
Yes!
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Edward Cullen parked his orange 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse on the opposite side of the nightclub.
Of course it was an Eclipse.
Oh yeah, of course, Eclipse. Yeah, oh, that's one of the books.
Yes.
Hey. Well, saying that, the first car that Brian O'Connor is seen in is a bright green Mitsubishi Eclipse with a black bonnet.
Oh, so it's more or less accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
This with
They
Edward Cullen
just changed it to an orange one to make it legally distinct.
Well, that's kind of a mix because Brian O'Connor ends up in an orange Supra after his Mitsubishi Eclipse is blown up by the Triad.
Oh. Okay, as it would be, yeah.
Yeah, as it would be, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, for God's sake. That isn't really detailed, though.
There's 7 chapters,
How big's
though.
the engine? How many gears has it got? There'll be time for more. It will be long, maybe 7 or 8 chapters. I thought that was long.
2 days ago, a semi-truck was assaulted by 3 Honda Civics. Apparently.
Yes.
This is just the plot of Fast and Furious, like, word for word.
Yes, it is. Yeah, basically. Saying that, there was a stunt they did, which I thought was amazing. And, you know, on American trucks, they have quite a big gap between the wheels of the tractor unit and the...
3 hours later.
Underneath the trailer, if
Of
it was low
course.
enough. And yeah, that's what they do in the first Fast and the Furious movie. Which, of course,
okay.
as a child, I thought that was amazing. I was like, wow, look at that. There's this fucking Honda driving under there. It's really, really cool.
So chapter 2 is just them talking about a sandwich, by the way.
Yeah, that's a big thing in Fast and Furious.
In the actual one. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
also, Edward's out in the sunlight, and he doesn't seem to be glittering, so...
Oh,
this is a full-on AU where he's not a vampire.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just a street racing thug.
He's just a bloke who does street racing? Street racing, if I can say that.
Street racing.
Street racing. Sometimes I struggle with my R's. So this is a crossover between Fast and Furious and The Hobbit.
Wow. What? How
really?
does that work?
It looks like it's a reincarnation thing.
Okay.
Deckard arrives in town and... Oh, right, okay.
So Bard of Lake
it's
Town
Deckard
eventually gets reincarnated, presumably into the modern world, and joins up with the family in Fast and Furious. I don't know.
Okay.
Okie doke. Fair enough.
See, what I was hoping for was I was hoping for like Lord of the Rings, and like they're all forming the Fellowship, and maybe instead of Sean Bean being there, maybe Vin Diesel's there and he's got a car with him. And he's like, I know how to get the ring to to Mordor a lot faster. You have my bow and my Subaru. And yeah, he ramps off. He ramps off the Black Gates and kind of
one piston ring to
just
rule
drops
them all.
it into Mordor, like running over all these orcs.
One does not simply walk into Mordor, then we shall drive.
Yeah, one
does not simply drift into Mordor.
Just, you know,
and like Legolas is on the roof, like just shooting off with his bow and arrow.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just drifting through the Black Gates, blasting fucking... Yeah. I wonder if you know how they live in Tokyo. It's fucking brilliant.
For Frodo.
I want them... I want them to
I really want to watch that film.
12 Days of Shobs.
12 Days of Shops.
Oh. It's the 12 Days of Christmas. Slow burn, scarves, Secret Santa, candy canes, gun violence, ugly sweaters, eggnog, hot chocolate, angst, caroling, extreme amounts of fluff, snow angels. I think I just wrote a PG-13 Hallmark Channel movie. New Year's Kiss. Have an extra chap since I love all of you so much. 13 chapters of the 12 Days of Christmas. The series of prompts following the relationship between Luke Hobbs and Deckard Shaw through the 12 Days of Christmas. Yes.
So there's a lot of Hobbs and Shaw shipping then in the end.
I think it's because I've decided that they're my favourite and I've been bothering to look at
That's all you've been searching for. I see. Okay, that makes more sense.
I'm slowly falling into the fandom.
I was going to say, it's like there was a lot of Hobbs and Shaw, and the other principal ship, of course, seems to be Brian and Dom, which is fair enough.
Yeah. What do you mean?
It sounds like you're blowing a raspberry into the microphone.
I'm trying not to laugh because I found an Mpreg crackfic.
Okay, one more, and then we'll do... Go on, tell us this Mpreg crackfic.
Yeah,
Oh, it's another Luke Hobbs, Deckard Shaw. Luke Hobbs, Deckard found out he was pregnant at almost the same time Owen and Hattie did too. Now Deck needs some time to think for himself, decide what to do, and to straight out panic by himself. And Shaw's siblings are there to assist their loving brother totally. Hobbs is left to suffer.
Oh. That sounds tragic.
I have no idea what to make of this, and it's by Microsoft Berry again, and it's called Mr. I Just Need Some Time, and look what happened.
Okay.
Oh dear.
I don't know what to make of this, but
yeah, we could.
One chapter
we
might be
that.
continuing. I don't know. Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh, it just starts off with Deckard just having like mood swings, nausea. He's just getting morning sickness. He's going, this isn't normal. Oh God. No, it isn't.
From our experience of Mpreg, it's rare that they go into that kind of detail. Like, it's normally just, I'm preggers.
No, it's not.
Really? I mean,
you're wrong.
From the ones we've read.
As someone who's read a lot of Mpreg, you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm not proud to admit it, but I will.
I'll defer to you
right.
as the most experienced Mpreg person that I know. Then,
thanks.
Sure. Enjoy that. Okay, so Grace, what have you been reading?
Well, I have been reading Science and Other Terrible Ideas by Nari, which is a Castlevania fanfic that includes Trevor Belmont and Alucard.
Okay.
Hey!
So, summary. What would happen if you drank blood from someone who was drunk? Would you get drunk then? Alucard frowned. I don't know. Let's find out. Drink from me and see what happens. Trevor, this is a terrible idea. No, it's science, Trevor insisted. There's ample evidence from the entire course of human history that something can be both at once.
Yeah.
And this is Science and Other Terrible Ideas by Nari. Tags include vampires, vampire bites, vampire sex, vampire physiology, Trevor asking the important questions, drunk sex, biting, blood drinking, blowjobs, blowjobs with teeth,
Oof.
first time bottoming, table sex, penis size, snark, banter, human biology, for science, half vampires,
For science!
Anal sex, cipher,
Belnada's
cameo. Yeah. Cool.
So, this is
So
Alucard
this
and
book is
Trevor.
essentially about... So it starts off with Alucard and Trevor hanging about in Alucard's dad's castle, aka Dracula's castle. And basically Alucard has come across Trevor and found that Trevor has found the wine cellar.
Hey,
I thought,
nice.
personally, I thought Trevor was going to be more of a beer man, but no, he's happily going through the wines just as well.
I can
And he's
explain
sloshed.
that there. Belmont is a French name. And France. Yeah.
Ah, right, okay, so that explains the
Yeah.
wine.
It
Just
doesn't
get that
say.
racism in right there.
I mean, they have cider too.
Oh, yeah.
I can save it. Belmont was also a small Vauxhall that was produced
That's
in
not
the
saving it.
90s.
It's also a biscuit.
Yeah, it is. Aldi sell
it is,
Belmont
Belmont.
biscuits. Which are great if you want to feed Dracula something.
And very good with wine.
Have a Belmont.
Ah,
Oh.
Is it Trevor? Who knows?
you must be the Belmont.
But yeah, so true to the tags, Trevor asking the real questions. He's saying things like, why would a vampire even have a wine cellar? You know, can your sort even get drunk? You know, or is this for guests? Do you not drink wine? It's like, my mum also lived here. Like, I can drink wine. Like, but my body doesn't process it the same way. I don't experience intoxication like humans do. So we're getting into a little bit of what
That
the
was
tags
something
were
I was
suggesting.
curious about, so props to them for answering my questions before we even get there.
Oh no, there's more questions that are answered because I was wondering some of these myself.
Oh.
So, yeah. Do vampires shit and is their piss red? Because all they're drinking is blood.
That's true.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Further questions include... actually, no, hang on, just to go into that. He says, I mean, if they only drink liquid, maybe they only have to piss. Is their piss red? And then he goes on to say, maybe they don't have arseholes. If they don't have to shit, maybe they seal up or fall off or something. And I think that's a reference to The Strange, where your
Yes,
genitals
in The
do fall
Strain,
off.
they show the transformation into a vampire for this poor man, and his penis does fall
Yeah,
off
he just
halfway
flushed his
through.
balls down the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
He just longingly flushes the toilet.
Yeah,
like,
that was rough.
oh. It was so funny.
Oh, good grief.
But yeah, Alucard explains, no, vampires start out as humans, so they don't lose any parts when they get turned, and arseholes aren't vestigial.
You're a
Whatever
vestigial
vestigial
asshole,
is.
Trevor said.
Yeah.
Oh, Trevor.
Actually, that's quite funny because it's like the remains or the ghost of an arsehole.
Yes.
Oh god.
So it's still sort of there. It just doesn't do anything. It's just another way of calling somebody a useless fucking arsehole.
Yeah, they've really nailed the kind of Trevor Alucard banter here. Because this is exactly how they behave in the show, right? They just
Oh yeah.
not angry teens, sort of teenage boys just insulting each other, but in sort of a friendly way. It's very Trevor Alucard.
Hey.
But yeah, continue.
Yeah, so, and Trevor goes on, you seem pretty sure about the state of their arseholes, though. You know, it's like first-hand knowledge, it's just common sense. And there's more bickering. And so, yeah, now they start to go into, like, what would happen if you drank blood from someone who was drunk? Would you get drunk then? And Alucard frowns. He's like, I don't know. And he goes, oh, you know what, drink from me and see what happens. And he's like, oh, this is a terrible idea. It's like, oh, I agree, you're chicken, And, you don't know what you're asking for. And sure I do. Just don't go all crazy and drain me dry. Go for it, I trust you. Your ancestors wouldn't approve. It's probably Belmont rule number 1, never invite a vampire to bite you. And no, Belmont rule number 1 is to make sure you look stylish while fighting evil. Yeah. How do you think I always look so good? And you know what? Fair.
Yeah, I believe that, looking at the Belmonts. There's always style over substance. Because it took them a long time to kill Dracula.
Yeah, so they had a lot of time to go through outfit changes to find out what works to kill him.
They did.
Excellent.
I like the Alucard just there after that. I'd say you're the one who's thirsty.
Yeah. So yeah, Alucard bites him, and he is almost instantly getting drunk. Trevor's bloody into it. He's like, hey. What else? Okay, so Trevor then says, "Is that all you're going to suck on?"
Hey!
Wow. Blunt.
And then they go into hang on, Alucard says, honestly, I'm amazed you have enough blood left to power your brain and this ridiculous thing. He's being his dick. But I can see which one you prioritised.
Oh, and this is... yeah. Trevor doesn't seem to know that blood is involved in getting up.
Yeah, he's like,
that's
a
brilliant line.
I don't need blood to get a boner. It's not that. It's not that.
That's not how it works.
When you're aroused, your penis fills with blood. That's why you get hard. So, you really think that works? Have you ever fucked a human before? Something's gonna come out, but it's not blood. Wait, do vampires come blood instead of jizz? Trevor! Shut up!
Again, asking the important questions.
Like, he's literally got his face near his genitals going, shut up, Trevor. Just fucking shut up. Okay, this is what... Okay, I'm not entirely sure. Oh, no, it is. Okay, for when I first read this fic, I wasn't sure if Alucard was sinking his fangs into the side of his dick, or I don't know, like a snake trying to swallow a sausage. But yeah, he is like a snake trying to swallow a sausage and bite the base.
That's a hell of a euphemism.
Well, snakes swallow things whole, and they've got fangs on the front, and so, I thought that would work quite well as an analogy. Yeah, you're welcome. And yeah, it just goes into sex and drinking blood out your dick. Actually, for the sake of science, lads, question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Puncturing the base of your dick. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Well, no,
I don't even have to think about that. Hard nay.
Oh, so you haven't tried it?
No.
I mean, I know there is a case to be made for don't knock it till you've tried it, but some things you don't need to try,
actually,
like earwax.
This would be the perfect time, because I know for a fact that James has some needles on his table downstairs. If you just put 2 of them into the base, you could be our first-hand expert.
Yeah, Jim, you could sound yourself sideways.
No. And that's where you're wrong. The needles are now in the cupboard.
So you still know where they are.
I've done some tidying up.
Oh, yeah. Bullshit, have you?
Well...
Bullshit,
really?
I don't believe you.
I've done a tiny bit of tidying up.
That's more like it.
You've moved the needles to the cupboard so you don't.
So I don't get the urge to jam one into my knob. Yeah, you've rumbled me.
I knew it.
No, I'm never doing it. If we can find a female equivalent to then say, I'll do this if Grace is willing to do this, then sure.
What? No way.
Oh, there you go. See?
Oh god, yeah. Basically, it's just banter all the way through different positions on tables and stuff. And humans can't just go right away, can they? Can vampires? Depends on the vampire. Oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, there's just tons and tons of random bit of vampire trivia, just spruced in like a casual conversation in the middle of everything. Oh dear.
It's a study in smut and a learning experience.
Exactly, it's everything you want from school education that you never got.
I don't know about that.
Well, it'd make maths a lot more interesting, wouldn't it? Or science, come to think of it.
Trying to do long division while being, I don't know, bummed.
No, well, I didn't quite mean like that. But, you do you.
Trying to do long division while watching somebody be bummed.
I didn't quite, you don't know one. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's funny. It's like, there's something, oh fuck, right there,
So
do it again. Your prostate, Alucard smirked. And they did it again.
Yeah, we remember this from
Feels
last time.
good, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, the prostate.
I don't fucking need any anatomy lesson right now. As far as I'm concerned, it's a magic button inside my arse that makes the choirs of angels sing. Just keep doing that. Fuck's sake. Oh,
Excellent.
No. Yeah, go on. Oh, God.
There's also a line here that I quite like. I just want your dick. Dicks don't have knuckles.
Oh, for God's sake.
If you insist.
So that was a fic.
Yeah, it catches them like absolute mess.
So Cypher's...
It was that precise moment that Cypher appeared in the doorway to find the two of them
here we are.
breathless
Yep.
and pantsless, shattered glass and wine on the floor, the table covered with wine and semen, and even a few drops of blood. What on earth are you doing? Science, Trevor managed to say with a grin. And that's you can find them on Tumblr, which is Nari Rising. If you want to ask questions, make a request or chat.
And that's the fic.
So, in case we were left with any questions about vampire issues, we know who to ask.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, same.
I'm just reading the comments. And someone's pointed out Trevor and Alucard are both moron sexuals, which...
Brilliant. Yes.
They're both attracted to it in that each other. But so we were going to try and do this as like some kind of court case thing where we're going to, like, one of us would be the bad guy and argue that this is bad, one of us is going to argue this is good. I don't think me and Nick have it in each other to roast this.
It's honestly, I
think it was quite good.
There is no
maybe we should just ditch that plan and just be nice about this.
All you fanfic out there, all you fanfic authors out there, keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome, and yeah, you produce stuff like this. which was really, really funny. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed this, and they even managed to write it in quite an erotic, sexual way.
That's
as
it.
well.
It's a
So
rom-com.
I imagine
you've done very well.
It's doing double duty. It's a comedy and it's a romance.
No, absolutely not.
Not in the traditional sense of a rom-com, though. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
This isn't Bridget Jones's Diary. There's not going to be any long romantic bits.
I don't
With
remember
lots of
any
snark.
long sex scenes in Bridget Jones's Diary. What are you going on about?
So,
I, oddly enough,
I've not seen Bridget Jones's
Oddly
Diary,
enough,
to be
I
honest.
have.
So I don't know.
Man of
I have
culture.
It's the first rom-com I
I've
can think
also
of.
seen Bridget Jones: The Edge of Reason.
Yeah.
I haven't
How
seen
was
Bridget
it?
Jones's Baby yet, but I'm sure it will because those. It's one of Sophie's favourite series. Is the Bridget Jones films.
It's quite funny. She's an awkward, like, 30-something who falls in love with... Oh, fuck, what's his name? He's really dreamy. Colin Firth.
Yeah, Colin Firth.
The
Colin.
other
Well,
one.
actually, Colin Firth
Hugh
and Hugh
Grant.
Grant are in it.
Yeah.
Oh, the other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
I see.
they have a fight. They have a punch-up in an alleyway over her.
I was going to say they're both
Yeah,
in
it's,
it,
it's
aren't
Colin Firth he plays the straight man. He's sort of like the guy with the good job and the
Wow.
the very belt and
Stoic.
braces, sort of stoic, doesn't show much emotion,
I mean,
that
he
sort
is
of thing.
essentially playing Mr. Darcy
Yes.
from Pride
Yes,
and
he
Prejudice,
is.
and is still called Darcy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah,
actually
Hugh
Hugh
Jackman,
Jackman in
Hugh
Bridget
Grant
Jones's Diary
only
would be
has one
absolutely
speed.
hilarious because would he be playing Wolverine Hugh Jackman or would he be playing Les
I'd also
Miserables
watch
Hugh
that film,
Jackman?
to be honest.
Hugh Jackman. Yes, I want.
Both are solid. But if he's playing Les Mis, Hugh Jackman, then you'd have to swap out
Regardless,
Colin
Bridget Jones
Firth
would be a very
for
lucky
Russell
woman.
Crowe as well. So that
I mean, could we just ask Hugh Jackman to do the Wolverine musical?
yeah.
Yes.
What, you think it doesn't exist?
Yeah. Back on topic.
Wolverine the musical.
Yes, we did.
Anyway, back on this fic, because we absolutely got sidetracked there.
I enjoyed it.
Yes, we enjoyed it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. What else did we say? My only regret is that we can't add it to the colourful penis metaphor things, because I don't think there were any that quite topped the.
This is the
Tom
problem.
Nook's
After
Gargantuan
Gargantuan
Throbbing Man
one, where
ones,
do
the
you go from
Gentleman's
that?
Sausage, like
Yeah.
it's hard to top that. Yeah. But, okay, only
I didn't
only thing we
realise
would
that this was
suggest
a thing.
change
Are you two
more
just,
colourful metaphors for penises.
secretly got a little chart of their best.
At least for me,
innuendos
anyway.
Or whatever it was.
Little.
I don't know.
Little?
I just didn't. I'm either forgetful or I wasn't aware of
Oh
it.
Yeah.
no! I mean,
What do you mean, secret?
I know you two were at my house
Secrets?
sort of before lockdown, but you come down now, like all the walls are covered. There's like red string and pins, like going from, sort of place to place to place. It's like it's like a full shebang. I'm keeping track of these.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
Perfect.
All right.
I
Nice.
mean, out of character, that's one we're going to do an award for at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yes.
Among any other
When we
awards
do
we
our
can think
sort
of.
of
But
New
the
Year's
one
special
we
or
have to
whatever
do
it is, whatever
is
we're gonna do.
Best Colourful Penis Metaphor.
I really
Yeah.
can't think of anything.
Exactly.
It's
yeah.
Neri. It was very
Anything
good.
else
Keep
we want to
writing.
add about this week?
We enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, they're all in character from what I can work out. It's canon.
It's
It was
all
very
they're
lovely.
all in character.
I have still not watched Castlevania yet.
Nick, have you
did you
still
just
not
say
watched
it was canon?
Castlevania
It's
yet?
not
It's been
canon.
6 weeks.
No, okay, it's not. I mean something else entirely. I'm very tired.
Yeah, this
as you
isn't
may have
canon.
worked out. Oh well, there we go.
On the other hand, it's kind of awkward.
Alucard is
because
canonically
Trevor's going out
bisexual,
Cypher
though, so
now, so
maybe-
it's like,
yeah.
why are you
Sort of
banging my
works.
boyfriend?
Trevor isn't.
I don't have a clue. She doesn't strike me as someone who would mind that much. But then again,
do you think
she got
Cypher
offended
would mind?
being second place to Beer on the sex table, so...
That's true. Yeah. I think maybe Alucard. I think maybe Trevor's going to get some dirty looks from time to time and maybe sassed about it, but I don't think it'll break up their relationship.
Yeah, that's good then.
Is my opinion, but I don't know.
Thank God their relationship can survive casual banging.
Right. Yeah, I like her ship. I want to keep that together.
Just give me 2 seconds.
So, Nick, did you have plans for the outro?
I'm just going to get this out of my system. Hang on a minute.
Okay.
If you can't find the right tool in this garage, Mr. Arizona, then you don't belong near a car. You owe me a 10-second car. Too soon, Junior. Let's see, what's another... well, basically, you know all the quotes that I wasn't allowed to say? Because you said before we recorded, you're not allowed to just sit there quoting Fast One. I just thought I'd get them out of my system. So there you go.
All right.
Yeah. That's true.
If you would like to email me your
how dare I'll bleep them all out
quote,
maybe.
Then please email us at thefanshippingforecast@gmail.com.
Just flood James's inbox with Fast and Furious quotes.
Yes, exactly. Please do that. Also, shout out to all the fans. Yes, you will. I'm sure you will at some point. Also, shout out to all the fanfic authors out there. Keep doing what you're doing, and we hope that you're having as much fun as we are.
Yeah. Agreed. So, thanks for listening, and join us next time when I think it's Grace's turn to pick what we're covering.